Hello, hello, hi, welcome everybody to the Sethy Showdown. It's me, Kasey Mills, coming to you live. How is everybody? I see a bunch of people in the chat. I was super pumped to see some people I hadn't seen in a while as well. I saw Bulldog trading right off the bat. What's up, Daniel Marks? Always first in the chat, and I so appreciate it. Dean White, hello. Random, Aaron, Connor, Leor, Toto, Mellow Yellow, Rexenfield. Yeah, this event filled up so fast. Poker people love Sethy. No surprise there. His content is just hilarious, and we're super stoked. And this is the first of 3. So tonight, Sethy and I will be each streaming on our own YouTubes, and then we're working on doing like one where I'm interviewing him, or we're interviewing and we're on there together. So this is the first of many, and he is going to be also bringing over some of his chat over to us as well, or some of his fans over to our channel. If this is your first time, please, if you don't mind, we are growing our channel. If you would smash the subscribe, follow, like, any and all above, it really supports us. We've been trying to make the move from Twitch over to YouTube and are trying to grow. We love putting on these free rolls and offering tons of really fun, cool prizes, and appreciate the subs. R Fox, hello, good luck. Oh, it says to go to my current table. Let's go. This baby's about to get started. I hope most of you guys were able to get in the registration link time. Rexenfield says he's buying some PC upgrades if he wins. Hope everybody got the PokerNow Plus. Remember, you get triple payouts if you have Plus. Oh, is my mic too low? Let me turn it up for you. Let me know how that is. That might be a little bit too high. How's that? Let me know. Let me know. Hard to hear me. How about now? Okay. Getting better? I'll turn it up all the way. Let me know how that is, and hopefully I won't blow your ears out. That good? If it starts to get too loud, let me know. Okay, I have it on the highest one now, so let's see here. You're good? Perfect? Okay, now get ready. Let me know how this sounds. Oh shoot, I've got to mute this over here. Oh, I know what the deal is here. Let's see, I need to get my AirPods connected. Did that blow you guys out? Hopefully we're good to go now. How is that? Let's refresh this. Yeah, what table is Sethy at? Oh, we've got the Sethy pictures on the table. That's awesome. Let me see who I've got at my table. We've got Big Daddy Caden. That's a familiar face. B. Wayne, Justin, Trey, the 8-man, A.L. Me, Nobody, BB Poker, and Herzium. What's up, Josh Torres? Hello, Papa. We gotta find out what table. Somebody find out what table Sethy's at so I can make sure we have him pulled up here. And also, if you're in the stream chat and you want me to pull up your table and commentate on it as well, please let me know your table and I will get yours pulled out also.
let's go over our prizes before we're about to start. But first place is a $200 Amazon gift card. Second place, a $75 Amazon gift card. And third, we're giving away a $25 Amazon gift card. But per usual, if you are a Plus member, you get triple payouts. So $600 for Plus members. Remember that we do these pretty frequently, and we do have a free trial for Plus. It also comes with a bunch of perks. So make sure you get Plus before the start of a tournament if you want those triple payouts. Table 50 for random and table 25. Let's find it here. Thank you guys for smashing the subscribe and like button. I really appreciate it. All right. Oh, we have hands, guys. Let me get my card protector going here as well. Maybe. Luckily, we've got some folds. Table 54, table 50. Okay, I'm gonna get all you guys pulled up. We've got the King Jack Deuce flop. Would have flopped bottom two pair. Clearly just a fold though, pre. Having some difficulty here with my card protector for some reason. Try this one. Interesting. Oh my God, we would have just made a full house. The pain is real. Okay. I'm trying to get it to move up and having a little bit of trouble getting it in the overlay. It's like not wanting to work for me. Let's see here. Never had this problem before. I'm not sure. I'm going to try to add it back in as an image. All right. So glad I've been working on my tech game here, because if it wouldn't work, but just made a new one. Thank goodness. All righty. How's that? We good? And yes. There we go. Okay, we got the chat. We got the card protector. I have a hand. We have everything. Can you guys still hear me? You cannot stream snipe DGN. I have my card protector and I have a real hand here as well. We're going to be raising this one up. Snap called by Justin S. Ace Queen 6. We're going to go for it on this one. And he folds. You guys, I had the 6-9. I have the 6-9 suited. Let's go. Let's go. That is, if for those of you guys that are familiar with my stream, the 6-9 suited is my favorite hand, specifically in the hearts variety. People ask me why I like the 6-9, and that's because I'm a child. I'm basically 12, and that's why I like it. And we won with it too. Just big bet, big bet, big bet. That's the plan. Just go hard with the 6-9. Thank you, handsome Andy. Hello. Handsome Andy in the chat. Up to 260 BBS. I don't even know what that means, but I'm hoping it's good. Bits, bytes. G Money, I'm so sorry. This thing filled up so fast, but we're going to be doing a couple more of them at least. So make sure you're following and you're subscribed to the PokerNow newsletter and PokerNow social, specifically on X, and then mine on Instagram and X, because that's the quickest way to get in, and you just want to check in as soon as possible as well. The check-ins are open. Well, the tournament has already started, so the check-ins are closed now. And also the event just filled up. It filled up so fast. But we are going to host more if you didn't make it in this time. This one was capped at 800. All right. Does anyone know which table Sethy is at? If you guys can put it in the chat where Sethy is at, I definitely want to have his table pulled up as well. And I'm going to get some of these other guys as well. Let's see what table I have so far. I've got 25 up. Who else? You guys said what tables? Table 42 for you. 42 is my basketball number. I like that number. Somebody's got to tell me where Sethy's at. I have to see him play. I actually, he does a really funny content, but I was listening to one of his streams and he actually sounded like he knew what he was talking about as far as poker too. So it seems like he is pretty thoughtful, perhaps studied. Seth is on 54. Thank you. And we're going to get table 6 as well. Let me make sure I don't miss. We're going to raise here. Because of all the limping, I selectively going to raise larger. No matter the strength of my hand, I'm raising larger just to try to get it to be heads up, because I don't want my equity divided, 5 ways. I'd rather my equity be taken heads up or 3-way. So got the blinds to fold and then 2 calls. Queen, 6, deuce, 2 clubs, 1 spade. We're going to go about a 1/3 pot here. do get the call. Jack now on the turn. It's actually pretty good for our hand. We're gonna go with only a single flush on board. We're gonna go about 22. Can't tell you what I have yet. Does make the call. River is the king of diamonds. Now I think I have a clear check back as we had turned open-ended. We have the king 10 here. We had turned open-ended, which is why we kept firing. We backed into top pair. Now with this level of showdown, after he called the large bet, we are gonna check back. And he did make the nuts on the river, so that's a great check back by us. He would have folded to a river bluff if he had not hit his hand. He did back into the nuts. We needed his ace or a 9, and he needed our king. So good check back on the river. Good bet on the flop. Good bet on the turn. I think that both those were well played there. And it's unfortunate it just didn't work out for us, but I actually really think I like how we played it. What do you guys think? Oh, Daniel Marks already said well played. All right, let's check on Sethy here. Where is he? There he is. 93 bigs. He's currently got more than me, but he didn't just double barrel and then, you know. You guys are gonna find out I am so competitive. It's bad. So I want to beat everybody, including Sethy. And Justin said he's too smart. My trap, but it was perfect. My trap was perfect. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, let's get our emotes going. Don't forget, if you're a Plus member, you can get custom emotes. Going to get mine right now. Gonna fold this one. Get my custom avatar. Let's do, which one do we want to do? Let's do this one. It's one of my favorites. Alrighty. And then when I win a hand, it does like a fun little gesture thing. So very fun. Herzium making the call. We go 3-way to ace, king, 6. Let me move my card protector now. Check, check. Checks around and we see the 4 on the 4 of hearts on the turn. So no backdoor flush possible. Checking again, pre-flop aggressor, kind of saying at this point that maybe he had like a pocket pair that he opened with. Now here is some after checking flop. When the brick comes on the river, he's saying that he checked back a big hand as he goes 7 bigs, 2/3 pot on this turn. So he's saying he checked to give his opponents a chance here. Maybe he had like a smaller ace that what he was willing to check back and now wanted to go for value. Nobody called on turn. Ace pairs on the river, and now hers goes really large. 37 into 25. He goes the over bet size. Would love to see that hand, but he doesn't show. No free look for us, unfortunately. Be a fold for me on that one. Nine big blind open. That is a very large open. This might just take it down pretty. No, Youngsty raises. So these ranges should be just very narrow already. Youngsty raising over an early position 9x open. That's giant. Youngsty now goes half pot on the flop, and Hercium puts them all in. Queens versus the King Jack. How is this happening? Turn is the 10 of spades, bring the spade draw, and 8 of spades on the river means that the queens actually hold for Young. That was played in an insane way on Ace X. Wow. They are in the streets getting wild out there with this one. And now he just, so he did that with, wow, interesting. Let's see here. There's Sethy. Let's see if he's going to play this one. Make sure I'm folded. Oh, he's three betting here. He 3-bets to 12 bigs. Let's see if we can solve what he has. 81 bigs. He started the hand 93 big blinds effective. Gets called out of the big blind. This is a cold call from cold 3-bet. I'm sorry, it's a warm 3-bet, but just called from the big blind, which you generally don't want to be cold calling 3-bets there. Now all in jams on 8 deuce deuce, 82 bigs, which is all the money Sethy has. Interesting. I wonder if people just target Sethy as well. What's happening here? And Sethy calls. Ace King with the clubs versus the 7 deuce. Can he hold? Trying to dodge a club on the river. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Sethy's gonna get a huge double up. Now has a ton of chips. Oh, shit. My volume for whatever reason is not working on my table, but it was working on Sethy's table. Would have flopped open-ended here. That was a huge hand for Sethy though. Wow, yeah, he's got 2x start now after that. He had the 7 deuce. He 3-bet with the 7 deuce. Sethy, you are in the streets. My. Like it. In the streets. Ace Jack versus pocket threes. Ace Jack just flops, trips. All right. We are in the big blind. Trey opens it to 3 bigs off of 66. We're 46 big blinds effective. The 8-man makes the call. We are going to complete out of the big blind. I have a hand. Don't mind making the call with here. Doesn't play poorly multi-way. Going to check it over 3-way. 9.5 bigs in the middle. Trey goes small, 2 bigs. We do have a call here. Jack hits the turn. It is a badoogie. There's no flush draw possible. See what he does. Check back now. Now the 9 hits the river. I think this is one where we kind of have to go for it. I'm gonna go with the overbet sizing. Oh my God. Is this a merge? Well, we can't fold because we turned a jack and we blocked the straight by having a 10 in our hand. So we have to call, unfortunately. Wow. Womp womp. So we have the Jack 10. He just happens to have the King 10, which we block that hand super hard for him to have rivered the nuts against us, considering we have a 10 in our hand. So I think holding a 10 in our hand, we absolutely have to call there, unfortunately. For us, we just get super coolered, and that was pretty ugly. I don't ever bust these that are this early, so I'm not going to even know what to do with myself, but I guess we're going to be first time, that I busted this quickly, but what are you going to do? And so rebuy, re-entry. We're going to watch Sethy, and we're going to try to figure out what he has, and we're going to watch some of you guys as well and see if what I would do is what he would, what he does, and see if we can solve for his hands. Also make sure Joe's doing well on table 28. Yeah, now that I'm out, I'm going to be able to focus more on you guys and where you're at and your tables. So make sure you tell me so I can get them all pulled up and I can commentate and talk about you guys' play. I will commentate us down to a winner. So even though I've busted, we will continue to watch and commentate until we have crowned the first winner of the Sethy Poker Showdown. All right, table 6. I'm going to get it up. And then Joe, let me make sure I can find you. What is your name on here, Joe? You have to tell me table and screen name. Let's get 6 up. All right. Table 6 is Zabi. Is this you? Zabkas? There you are. Okay. Got 58 bigs. 80 still here. All right. It is table 28. You said it's D. Gilmore. Oh, there you are. Oh, you're crushing. 23 K from 10K start. And then Sethy over here with 18,000. Chilling as well. These things go fast though, so anything can happen. And it quite often does quite quickly. So definitely, let's see where else we've got. Table 16, table 39. Mr. Marks, others might feel differently. Table 16. Let's see. Table 39. Okay. This will be enough for now so that I can kind of keep track of everything. And then this will all go very quickly. Oh, table 21. Okay, the last one, table 21. These graphics are looking really fire tonight though, I have to say. I want to see some custom avatar packs up with my face because, it makes me happy. Alrighty, let's get back here. Let's see where Sethy at. There's Zabkas, still chilling. I see people here have their video and audio on. 3 people with video and audio on. I love that. Here, fishy. There's Sethy. He's not in this hand. Slime Lads at 17. Mario's got his custom avatar. Mario, what table are you at? Love me some Mario. Definitely want yours pulled up. Table 57. All right, Sethy's in the small blind. He probably won't play from the small blind versus an under the gun 2x open, but we'll see here. Maybe he's got something. And then also let me know if you guys are in a big hand so I can hop over as well. Oh, he did 3-bet. Let's go. Three betting out of the small blinds. It's like the new aces. I don't know. It's the thing to do. It's the thing to do. Last time Sethy 3-bet, he had 7 deuce. Somebody else, under the gun clicked it back to 14 and Sethy calls. Ace deuce 3, all spades. And under the gun 1 goes tiny and Sethy folds. And he does have top set. Played very well. Played like top set. Sethy makes a very good fold. That one cost him though, down to 14K now, but still above start. I'm curious as to what Sethy had there. Sethy, tell us what I need to know. I don't have your chat pulled up. What did he have? You guys got it. Somebody's got to tell me. Melting. All right, he folded that one. Limped pots are not near as fun to watch as raised pots and heads up pots. Okay, here we've got an interesting one developing. Weird blind structure, but it looks like maybe there was a dead small and 7-8 versus ace deuce versus pocket sixes. Deuce 3 4, pocket six is still ahead currently. Ace does hit the turn, so ace deuce takes the lead, but there are still some outs. That's not one of them. Ace deuce is gonna knock out both Crylogic and him Marcia for a huge triple up to 57K. That's Gubin's got to be like our chip leader now. That's a 5x start. You for real? 5x start? Is he our chip leader? Not even our chip leader. He's second. Table 16, which I also have up. Tishan is our chip leader currently. Courtesy Flush, what table are you at? What's up, Curbs? Fabi. Hey, I'll get you guys' tables pulled up as well. Daniel Marks just busted. Ace King to sixes. Dang. Table 79 for Mario. We got to get Mario's table pulled up. And I'll get the rest of you guys pulled up too. I don't want to open up too many tabs at once just because I don't want to have any latency issues. And I've got 8 pulled up, but they all combine very quickly. So I will just survive and your table will definitely get pulled. 79 you said, right? Yeah. Okay. Because it is such a turbo, we tend to combine pretty quickly. Ace King to 6-6. GG. 6-6 always does well for me. There he is. There's Mario looking so cute with the hearts. Chilling too with 40 bigs above start. Nice. Very nice. Okay, tables are starting to shut down here. There's Sethy. That's insane. What did we miss? He's got 178 bigs. What did we miss? 53K now. He's crushing. Oh man. Let's do the replayer. See if we can find it. Oh, I don't. Looks like maybe not because we weren't at the table for that one. take a little bit of time here, but Sethy Poker has to be, he's in the top 10 now for the leaderboard for sure. Crushing the game. Now table 51, D. Gilmore. All right. Yeah, some of these tables are going to be shutting down. We've got Gubin here on table 21 with 52K. Again, we just saw that huge double knockout there. There's Crypto Daniel. $220 bigs. 66K. Okay, Trees over here crushing everybody. Skylar Cassidy is going to raise over a limp on the button. He's raising 4.5 bigs. Bessa off of 36. Makes the call. King 7-8 Rainbow here. See what Skylar wants to do. 10.5 bigs in. He's going to go 2/3 pot and he gets a quick fold here. Goes large. I was about to say, it looks to me that registered pretty bluffy because he went so big right there on the flop on a board that's not that wet. 7-8's got some connectedness, but no streets possible, no flush draws out there, and he just goes really large. So it looked a little bluffy to me. A lot bluffy, I should say. And he's back at it this hand, raising 4x over a 2x open, over 4x. Gets min clicked by Mr. Riddler, and then B Street all in. Skylar makes the call, and Mr. Riddler as well. We're heads up on the, there's a side pot action. Mr. Riddler jamming with the Jack 9 of hearts. He's got a gut shot and the back doors. Ace Deuce of Diamonds for Beztree, who's gonna win with the Ace High. Skylar Cassidy had the best hand. He had Ace 10, but they weren't having it. They were like non-believers after seeing that last hand. That last hand, he got punished. He got max punished for showing the Deuce 3. Max punished. Still have 600 chips. You're still in, Mr. Marks? What table are you at? Ace, Ace, Deuce board. Farduck's leading out of position for one big blind on the flush, diamond flush board. Chubbs makes the call. 7 of diamonds hits the turn here. 21 bigs back, 64 in the middle. Easy to get this one in on the river. Now trip aces. Holy. So flush now loses to quads here pretty easily, or a full house, any pair of any kind, now beating the flush. Farduck's now using a block bet sizing. Pocket 10s versus the king queen. Pocket 10s are going to be good there. And interesting. Oh, he put Chubbs all in. It wasn't a block sizing. He was putting Chubbs all in. Chubbs calls with the king high and is going to lose there. Blinds are up again. Oh, now I can have him pulled up here on the side and know at least what his hands are. All right. All right, Sethy's in the big blind here. Let's see what happens. See if we can, if he's going to defend his big here. Show me the Omi went off of 11 bigs, wants a new dealer. All right, Fardux from the cutoff opens it to 3.3 bigs, gets called from the button and the small blind. Sethy in the big makes the fold. Queen 6-9, 2 hearts. Good time to show up with the 6-9. Good time to have the 6-9 in range for sure. Poker Lobo out of the small checks it over to our preflop aggressor, Fardux, who goes about a third, a little over. Gets a quick call from Shrekky, and then Poker Loba jams that he's all in. Gets called by Shrekky. It's the Queen Jack versus the King Queen. Gonna be looking for some straight cards. Needs a 10 now or a Jack. Actually, a Jack wouldn't work even. Or I'm sorry, yeah, Jack would work because it needed a 10. 10 was gonna be the saver there. 10 or a Jack. Couldn't get it done. Instead, Fardux is going to eliminate Mr. Eater. Thank you. All right, so we have a couple limps from early, and then show me opening to 2 bigs off of 11. It's like interesting. He chooses a non-jam sizing, and then XX raises to 5 and gets called. This is some very strange play. Somebody should have aces here a lot, or like a really strong hand. Show me makes the call, doesn't jam. King Jack 5, 2 diamonds. 6 bigs back, 18 in the middle. Checks over. XX puts them all in. Back over to Show Me, who's committed a fair amount of his stack here, but still has 6 back. And Polog is all in, so we are going to go to Showdown. He does make the call. 10s versus Ace Jack versus Ace Jack. So 10s are in real need of a queen now. Queen or a 10. No, the Ace Jack are going to chop up Show Me's money. Mostly XX gets it because Polog was so short. Sethy on the button. Let's see if he wants to get spicy on the button. XX limping. I've got my sound effects ready to see a spicy Sethy on the button. Nope, it's a fold and we go 4-way to 10 deuce ace 2 spades. Limped pot XX now opening for, now betting half pot. Ace 7 versus the 10-3. Ace looking really good to eliminate Viet here. Yeah, Viet's drawing dead on the turn. DOT, dead on the turn. GG Viet. Nice hand XX Jude. GG. Thank you guys so much. Well, I busted curbs. What do you want me to do? I can't play. I already busted. What table are you at, Curbs? I'm going to get your table pulled up. Pocket 10s versus the Pocket Jacks. Pocket Jacks are going to be good to double through Mo. Trishan over here still crushing. 64K. All right, Sethy's playing a hand here. 4 big blinds. It's been opened. We're going heads up. Hijack versus cutoff. Check, check. And Sethy's going to win with the king on the river. It was the Jack 6 for Moto. Sethy must get this a lot where he's just, people are just kind of targeting to play a hand with him. because I'm not sure what Moto's doing in there with the Jack 6 unless it was limped pre. Oh my gosh, let me take off my card protector. Don't need that anymore. There we go. All right. A lot of limping going on here. Just remind you guys, if you're going to be entering a pot, I would recommend opening every time because you shoot yourself in the foot by right away. You cannot win the pot pre-flop by everyone else folding if you don't open. You're guaranteed to not win the pot pre. On ace deuce 4 ecstasy, betting one big quarter pot. Polog with only 1.75 behind makes the call. 9 hits the turn. 5 bigs in there. Yeah, Ecstasy's going to put him in here, and Polog has to make a decision. Random boy said, I just lost with queen 5 on deuce 5-5 versus ace 5. Ouch, you are. Well, what position were you in, random? That you're in there with the queen 5. Ace 4 versus queen deuce. Aces are good. Ace 4 good. Full house good for ecstasy. Full house good. All right, blinds are up again. Sethy now 50 big blinds. One of our top stacks in the small blind was ace 5 in the big. All right, let's check in on our tournament and see how everyone's doing. Table 32 for Curbs. I got to get table 32 pulled up here. And table 71 as well. Curbs, where are you at? What's your name on here? Oh, there you are. Curb 69. Ace King's going to eliminate 10-8 with, looks like Ace King high, or yeah, Ace King high there. It's going to be good. And table 73. Thought I already had that one up. I might, and it might be lost in here. And table 44. Get all of you guys pulled up, and make sure you guys tell me if you get locked up in a big hand. We have this thing called the chat run good, and if I have your table pulled up and I'm watching, then it's very unlikely for you to lose. You have to have some really bad karmic energy to still lose if I'm watching. All right, Mario down to 7 bigs, and he's about to be in the big. All right, Sethy's opening to 2 bigs. We're going to go 4-way to a flop of King, Jack, Jack. Noah Blocks is going to jam his 11 bigs in, so it's just over a pot-sized bet. Sethy Poker, considering, has not let go of his hand yet. Probably trying to consider how often he thinks Noah jams with a jack here. Could be flush draws, could be combo draws, straight draws, could be King X. It is the King X. It's the King Queen versus the pocket sixes of Sethy. We need a spade or a 6. Spade or a 6. Instead, the King Queen is going to double through Sethy. We're going to clean that bad juju out of here because we're rooting for Sethy. The triangle is like it's like burning incense. That's what this one is. Get the bad juju out. All right, Curbs. Curbs still chilling off of 34K. Yeah. Oh my God, Mario, how dare you? Like, how could you not play the, on my streams to always play the 6-9. Of course you would have won. Swifty J. Oh, we've got the monotone board, and we've got the King 10 versus the 8 deuce. Some spicy action. Okay, graphics are just catching up. Ace deuce versus King 10, bottom two pair versus top pair, and the King 10 is going to hold to double through CJ. Yeah, Chris Ricks, you know what to do, especially when it's my stream. You have to play the 6-9. All right, Sethy's in the bag here again. The many faces of Sethy on your table felt. Okay, Fardux is going to jam it here. I'm guessing Sethy's going to have a fold. Has an insta-mucked, interestingly enough, versus an under the gun open and then a call and then a jam behind. I would expect Sethy to have this a ton of folds. But he makes the call. Cold calls the 3-bet. This should be a super strong hand because he didn't rejam, like inviting in the other two players in a sense, or wanting to consider his options to maybe fold if one of them rejams. Stevie does make the call, and he is in a good position against two ace-x hands. However, Stevie G just turns the nut flush, and he's going to be looking for an 8 or a king to make a full house. But instead, Stevie G is going to double, and the ace-queen also got there as well. So he lost both ways on that one. Unfortunately, tough spot. I guess he probably maybe folds to a rejam from early. Ace is 3x in 10 hands. Table 73 seeing lots of action. Now kings versus ace king. See if I can find you guys. I should have that one open. There's 44, 32, 79, 39, 16. I guess I don't have it up. I think it was one of the ones that froze. Table 54. Okay, we'll get that one pulled up for sure if we've got that much action going on. Let's see where we're at, by the way. While this loads, we're going to check in and see how far into this thing we are. Yeah, jacks versus ace king. Jacks are going to double, making a set there. But let's check in because this was a huge tournament. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we had 806 checked in, 340 playing. So we've thinned a field to more than half are gone now. Let's take a look at our leaderboard. All right, we've got Graymastone with 10x start, Zeothea, Leviano, AJ Schwartz, Labit to make out the top 5. Let's see any other familiar faces. We saw Trishan earlier. All right. So we've got another all-in and a call. 8s versus Jack 9. Jack 9 outflopping the 8s. It was a flip. Going to be looking for an 8. 4 to a straight's not going to do it. It's going to be the Jack 9. Well, there was some side pot action there, it looks like. He still won the side action. All right. 15 bigs effective at this point, already 15 in the middle. So we're at an SPR of 1 at this point before CVG decides his action. He does let it go. Ace Jack on 6, 10, 5. All right, Sethy kind of reaching that zone here where, I mean, it is a turbo and it is a it is a turbo where, you know, you can't panic when you get short. Like in a typical tournament, you are going to get very short in these. So being able to navigate and maneuver is super important. Ecstasy jams his 4 bigs versus 2 limps. Likely going to get called by in at least 1 spot here. Oh, Sethy lost with the 8s. Is that the one I missed that caused him to get shorter? I'm the alien, but I'm legal. All right, I'm going to check back in on you here in just a minute, William G. We did get called 2 ways, so we have side pot action here. 3 bigs behind and 17 in the middle. Checks around. Board pairs the 3 on the turn. 2 diamond flop. Interesting, a lot of checking here. Noah Blux with only 3 bigs, but not putting any of them in. He does let it go. Nano betting out 1 big into this dry side pot. 8 on the river. Check, check again. 7s versus the ace 3. How in the world does Nano check back that river? I'm really shocked by that check back. I think Nano has to bet that river when he has turned trips, especially with how much was behind. I think he just has to jam it in there. Jacks versus the king queen. Jacks are gonna hold. There you are, Sharkfisher, the alien. What's up? 11 bigs on the button. Tickler's gonna open it up to 2 bigs from under the gun. 1 8-handed, 9-handed. Josh makes the call. XX makes the call. We're going to go 4-way to an ace 5 9 2 heart board. 10. Something you want to keep in mind on multi-way pots, your sizes are going to be smaller. You're going to want to traditionally just go with smaller sizings. He goes 2.5 bigs, which is right at around a quarter pot here, and he just takes it down pre. I liked that's his sizing because equities are going to be just so much more divided the more multi-way you are. It's why you're going to want to size down, because even your stronger hands, your equity is going to be divided. Ace, king, 5, rainbow, boomerang versus the tickler. 5 bigs in the middle. Small blind checks over to preflop aggressor, who's going to go little less than half pot. Boomerang makes it 7.9, snapped called by the king 9, and the jack 10 is dusted off. The tickler snapped off that bluff there. All right, Sharkfisher, who is in the chat, that's William G in the chat. He's in this pot with a limp, 10 bigs behind, ace, king, 8, rainbow, 3-way. Josh is betting it. 2.6 in the middle, shark goes away. Let's check in on Sethy, see how he's doing. If he's still alive. Did we miss it? Is he busto? Can somebody confirm whether or not Sethy is still in? Oh, he's busto? That's what you were talking about earlier, Bulldog? Did I miss it? See, if we had been watching, he would have won. Like, guaranteed. Guaranteed. How could I have let him down like this? His first time, like dual hosting one of our free rolls, and I don't even see his bust out to save him. All right, Mario, though, I'm locked in, Mario. I'm locked in. This is my guy right here. Swiss 7 bigs under the gun, puts it in. Stew Dog at this table as well. He gets called by MJ's dad. Ace 10 versus Queen 10. Ace 10, really good spots. Got to dodge 3 queens. 10, 7, 3. Looking good so far. 8 on the turn. Still looking really good. And that is going to be a nice little double for Swiss. All right, blinds must have just gone up because I saw Mario's stack just got cut in half. 8 big blinds now in the small. I'm loving to seeing all the PokerNow Plus badges because all of those people are going for triple payouts. We want to see them with the big stacks. All right, a couple limps here. Let's see if any of these small stacks want to put them to the test with a jam behind. They have great jamming stack sizes. Is it true? Is he really busto? No, it looks like he's still in, or unless this is the delay. What table is this? Table, hold on. Must be a delay, right? On table 54. Let's take a look here. My eyes deceive me. Could just be a delay issue. Pocket nines versus the ace 5. Pocket nines are still good here. Gonna double. BB Poker almost felt it with that one. Looks like I'm having a little trouble with the server. It's overload over so many people. 7 bigs in a dream, says Chris Ricks. Table 54, I've got to be able to find it. See if we can Get it to load. Looks like it's really struggling here. I've never had that issue before. Kaiser's all in. Sabu 238th. You got 238th. Samuel's still in table 36. I think I have 36 pulled up. Let's see what happens with Kaiser here. Gets called three ways. King 9 versus 8 versus King Queen. Kaiser in a really bad spot here. Gonna need to see some spades, which he doesn't get. Instead, 8s flop set and are gonna eliminate Kaiser and D. Gilmore. Ace Jack versus the King 10 of Weird Cow. King 10 does take it down. Oof. What's up, Michael Miller? Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you guys smashing the like and subscribe button. You guys have like overloaded us. I'm like, I can't even get the lobby to pull up at this point. I'm here for it. Please keep overloading my servers. I just love that. Okay, Queen Jack flops the nuts here. Vampire is DOT, dead on the turn. And Queen Jack's gonna get a nice double there through Vampire. GG, Chris Ricks. Let's get the bad juju out of there. Thank you so much for playing. Just bust with jacks? With jacks? How are you gonna bust with jacks? You play that trash? Don't ever bust with jacks. Come on, Chris. Fold that pre. Queens are better. Come on. Hyper aggro. Playing jacks. Who plays jacks? All right, Chicago Mobster opens it up to 3 bigs off a 12 from under the gun, gets jammed on by Bindrick. This is the time of the tournament when a lot of the players are getting shorter, and so there's going to be just a lot of opens and then 3-bet jams. I'm guessing Chicago didn't open to fold, and he did not. So it's a classic flip, ace king versus 9s. I like the way they both played it. Curbs, you're in the top 20. 9 still ahead until the river, but they stay ahead because even though it's an ace, it's the ace of hearts. And he 4 flushes the ace king to double through Chicago Mobster. Yay, yay, yay. So many tables closing down. And it looks like I'm having trouble getting the lobby to pull up. Let's see if now it will. I've never seen this before. It won't even let me pull up the lobby. Interestingly enough, spicy. All right, well, luckily, we still have at least one table here that's still alive and functioning. That's table 44. See, we can lock in on this one for now. See if our if it wants to start working for us again here pretty soon. And my Wi-Fi shows strong signal, so I'm not sure exactly why. 9-9 deuce rainbow here. Defrin is forced all in, and we've got a jam and a call. Ace 3 versus the Jack 8. Jack 8 in trouble here, except he hits the Jack on the turn. Got snapped off by the ace high. Wow. What a call by AMJ. Was a non-believer, but unfortunately just got outturned. And Jack 8 wins a huge pot there. Harry balls with 3.4. Balsania. Harry Balsania. Balsania. Harry Balsania. Don't want to mispronounce that one. All right. Graham's going to put him in. Make sure you guys are following Sethy Poker. If you have, I'm sure that most of you guys are, his YouTube as well as joining his Discord. We are going to have more of these, and the absolute first place to get in is going to be through Sethy's socials for his, and the PokerNow and my socials. They'll launch at the same time. Jack is going to win here versus the Queen 5 and the 7-6. And with that one, that table shut down. And if I cannot get this, oh, we do have another table that decided to pop up here. Table 16 still going strong. Let's see. Interesting. Will not let me pull up. So at this table here, we've got Jakra, who is our chip leader, with 142K. That's 14 starting stacks. Oluka off of 91. Sethy's still in. How do I get my freaking internet to work? My freaking lobby to work here? I've never had this issue. Interesting. I blame Sethy overloading our servers. Literally can't get it to open. If I absolutely can't get it to work, I'm going to end up just having to send everything over. No luck. Interesting. Let me try Chrome here. All right, I've got it working on Chrome. So if I have to switch over to Chrome for you guys, I will happily do that. All right, at least it's gonna work here. All right, settings. Let's do Google Chrome. There's that one. And this one. Let's do Google Chrome. See if there we go. Okay. All right. Can't keep me down. Let's see. What table is Sethy at? There he is. Table. I saw him for a second. Okay. Table 54. Let's do this. All right. We're back in. 14 bigs. How is he still in? Crushing. How many players do we have left here? 132 left. Sethy's still in. He's in the top 20 somehow. All right, so we're going to hold strong on Sethy here. James jamming his 5 bigs in the middle. Sethy chip leading his table. He has 114K, which is 11 and a half starting stacks. Let's go. I got table 54 up. Let's go. He better not mess this up. He better finish strong. We need to get a Sethy avatar going. Sethy avatar pack for sure. With the mini faces of Sethy. Gotta do it. I did not jinx, bruh. Sharkfisher said that I jinxed, bruh, by telling him not to mess this up. I did not put the mush on him. I can put the mush on. He's got the chat run good right now. Got a poker session, an hour. This was your warm-up. You went all in and won king, king to queen, queen. Let's go. What table are you at, Mario? Eventually, you're going to be at the same table as Sethy. Let's go. Blinds are up again. Sethy now at eight bigs. King 10-8, Moto all in. Table 48, I'm going to get you pulled up right now. Maybe. I might not be able to. I'm still having issues here. At least we have Sethy's table pulled up. Keep us updated. Eventually, we're going to combine and all be on one. James all in here against some limps. Sharkfisher, who we've been keeping an eye on. Ace-10 versus Ace-Jack. Ace-Jack looking good to double, but look at that flop. 2 spades. Any spade and Sharkfisher will steal it away. Instead, it's the deuce of hearts, and the Ace-Jack is going to double versus Shark. GG. Not quite. Sharkfisher's still in. He's alive. All right. Sethy approaching the big blind. Ace Queen 3. This is big blind versus under the gun. Limpage. So much harder to find the ranges whenever it's limped pre. Check, check on the flop. 5 of spades turn. Fish sticks does check. I like the check here. Hard to rep this board at all. Pocket nines are going to hold versus the deuce six. Fish sticks considered it as he turned like a gutter, but I think it was a good check back. I don't think he can rep much on that board. Moto, happy to just take his showdown value and win that pot there. Sharkfish are all in. Is Moto going to make the call for another big? He does. King Jack versus 6-8. This is a 57 to 43, so you see it not, wow, but Moto almost flops him almost dead. Wow. And with that, interesting though, if it had come a higher spade, then it would have been a chop. But instead, Brick River, and Moto is going to eliminate a player. GG. Nice job. You went very deep in our event. Congrats. Very well played. Sethy Poker in the big off of 7 bigs. Moto limps in. Five, 3, 5 here. It's definitely some pre-flop limp ranges here. I like the 1 big blind lead. Gets the call. Deuce on the turn. Moto now leads for 1 big. Gets the call. 8 on the river. 5, 3, 5, deuce, 8. Moto makes it 1. Sethy calls. Queens are going to be good here. What did Sethy have? We don't know. Maybe a 3? Think he had a 3 there? I misclicked. Ouchie wawa. Meant to go all in pre. Oh wow. He would have busted. So very smart. It was a limp trap. It was a limp trap. And he avoided the carnage. Still alive. Let's see. 51K. 5 starting stacks. Ace 9 6 here. He's still in, Danny. Still in. I'm on his table right now, Sethy Poker. He just lost a pretty big hand that where he should have busted, but instead he like somehow misclicked, didn't bust, and would have lost to queens. He still lost to queens, but not all in. So still alive here. Getting very, very shallow. Jiggly, opening to 2 bigs off of 3. Sethy is all in from the cut. Don't think Jiggly's folding after putting in 2 of his 3 bigs. Ace 10 versus pocket 6s. 6s are looking good for me. We've got the chat run good. Let's just hold with the 6s. I'm getting the air horn ready. No, 10. Ugh. Come on. What is that? What is that? All right, but when he's all in, he's definitely going to win. Ugh. Get that out of here. He's got a few hands to find a jam spot. Jiggly all in. Ace King versus the 10 Jack. Again, 10 Jack not doing terrible against the Ace King, except on that board. It's going to need to look to back into something. It's not going to happen for him. He's dead. DOT, dead on the turn. Ace King is going to eliminate fish sticks. All right, we've got we're down to 67 players now. Let's get a few of these tables pulled up. Snow gear at table 43. Table 53. All right. Let's see. I don't want to miss Sethy's all in. He's super short. So let's get back over here. He's all in. All right. Sethy's all in. Jack 7. Oh, how do they both have Jack 7? What the hell is that? Spade. We need to see. What are we looking for? Jack or 7 to chop. Ay. Sethy is eliminated with that one. Ouchie wawa. G to the GG. He made it very deep though. How deep? Let's see. 62. He made it to 63rd. Busted in 63rd. Very well played. Well played, Sethy. I'm impressed. Vadim. Alrighty. Loving Sting. Oh, we're on Mario's table. Let's go, Mario. Back in time. Oh, if Mario could. Mario plays all of these. He's always super supportive. So great to have in chat and playing. I'm always rooting for him. Oh my God, but he has my least favorite Mario. But we need some help still. Queen, king, queen, king, queen, king, queen. One time. Oh, it's my worst hand ever. I hate the king, queen so bad. Vadim also had the king, queen. Made it really hard to win there. Ugh. Good fold by Vadim. Folding the worst hand in poker. We hate the king, queen. It's awful. Awful hand. Mario said big blinds at 20K. This is so stressful. Ay, oy vey. GG. Let me get the bad juju out of here, Mario. Thought that was your time. You had the run good. You flopped a king. But you know what? For Mario, we always give the air horn. Let's go. Nice playing, Mario. GG. Chat favorite. Pop Bomber rejams over Castle. We've got the 7 nut, 2 overs. It's a flip. 46 to 53. Looking for an 8, a 7, a 9. Instead, it's the ace on the river, and 6s are going to hold to eliminate Castle. GG, Mario. Very good run. I thought that was your time. Papa MF, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Can somebody ban Papa? Ban Papa MF Postal immediately from the chat. Sethy Poker has busted with the Jack 7 suited. And somehow somebody else also has Jack 7 suited. We're like thinking you're at least alive there, but no. Begging for a chop. Well played to last so long, though. Very well played. GG. We're going to give an air horn for Sethy for sure. The first Sethy showdown, you did quite well. Papa, if you don't want to be banned from the chat, don't talk about loving King Queen. It's the worst hand, and we don't talk about King Queen worship in my chat. We can talk about the 6-9 worship, but we are not playing the King Queen, especially when Mario just busted with it. Ace 8-3, 2 hearts. We are 3-way here. Big B's is going to lead. He's going to donk lead for 1 big. Gets 1 fold. Thrami off of 18 is going to make the call. Bottom card pairs, which brings the double flush draw here. And now big is gonna jam for just under pot. Gets the fold, gets it through. Nice hand big. So Subhu says, best book to learn poker. People always ask me about books to learn poker, and it's been so long since I read a book for poker because there's so much amazing online video content that you can get for free. Phil Galfon posts some amazing content, but I would say one thing you can do if you play on PokerNow, if you are a Plus member, you can get literally a breakdown of your play with the Sam Says feature, and it will assess your aggression factor and give you your own specific breakdown of how you can improve your play. But beyond that, I think Run It Once is for the most elite. If you're more beginner, then I would recommend for tournament poker something like Raise Your Edge, which has been CB, which will help teach you your opening ranges, and it goes all the way into high level thought as well. So that's really good. And then for more advanced, Run It Once is incredible. There's so many good ones out there. Obviously, GTO Wizard is great for just running drills as well as doing custom solvers. Custom solves in GTO Wizard. But if you I would say, I've used them all, by the way, but I would say Jocka was really good for mid to medium stakes to learn how to add aggression in, learn how to find bluffs. And he's got a ton of video content. Learn when should we be check raising, and I think Jocka does that really well. I think a range trainer is super important for learning your openings, and because in tournament poker your stack size is changing so frequently, from deep stacked all the way to short stacked poker, and that is the key to knowing all of your different stack sizes and how to adjust your play and your ranges. So I really like something that has a range trainer as a starting off point, and then something like Jocka that's really going to teach you about check raising and where to find your bluffs and where to find your values and sizes and all that sort of stuff. And then when you really get more advanced, Run It Once has tons of super elite coaches that will be going over stuff with you. Wait, how am I still in this tournament? What are you talking about? What table are you? What do you mean you're still in this tournament? Where? Somebody else have a similar name tag? What do you mean? What's happening? I have Ace King of Clubs. Where? What table are you at, Sethy? What is happening? What kind of matrix nonsense is this? Queens versus sevens versus ace jack. Queen's still ahead. To a turn, going to be looking for an ace or a seven or another jack. Instead, it is the 6 of diamonds, and Madden is going to do the double knockout. The blind jumps are huge for sure, but that's how we get these things done so quickly. We started at 7, and let's see where we're at now. How many players do we have left? We've got only 31 left, so we're almost to 3-table redraw, and it's only been an hour and a half. So that's how we get through these, and we can host so many. It's not a huge time suck out of everybody. Oh my. Skylar said he's going to steal Sethy from his girl. I have a strong suspicion that that is not possible. Carson jams 4.78. Sevens straight into kings and ace nine here. 3, 6, jack, king still looking good, going to a turn. It is the 10 of clubs, which brings a lot more outs for weirdo, but instead it is a set, a red king on the river to eliminate weird cow. Dasha, hello, hello. Thank you for those of you guys just joining us. If you will please smash that subscribe and like button and follow, get notified whenever we go live. This is our first Sethy Showdown, but we're going to be doing more. And we plan to do a little dual interview stream coming up as well. So make sure you're following and sub to the channel. I had a feeling this was some sort of troll from Sethy. O'Day and Ziothia mixed up here on the 5, 4, 6, 6. This is going to favor the big blind range. 10 on the turn. It just goes check, check. Nobody wanting to make a play out at the ace 4. 2 pair for O'Day. It looks like that was a smart choice because I doubt O'Day is going to be folding a 4 there once the board pairs to 6. And with that one, let's see, it looks like we're down to redraw now. Yeah, down to 24. So definitely down to redraw. Let's make sure we have all of our tables pulled up so we can sweat everybody. So we've got 43, 26, and we need 37. We don't need to keep seeing my result. Not a good result tonight. All right, this one we've got 2 all-ins and a call. Ace king well ahead here, but the 5-3 taking the lead with the 3 now also has the diamond draw. It's a 10 on the river, so from worst to first, J-Man, who is a PokerNow Plus member, is going to win it with the 3 there to eliminate one player, and Ziothia still in. We are rooting for the PokerNow Plus members. Remember, if somebody with one of these red or blue badges wins, they get the triple the prize. So 600 for first. So we definitely want to super root for anyone with the red badges. And before the next one of these, make sure you guys sign up for Plus. There is a week free and you can get the triple payouts. I would recommend just keeping it because it's $5.99 a month and it gives you like tons of perks. Anywho, king is going to be good there. And with that, we're down to 2 tables. Let's see how many plus badges we have left. I see 1 here, loop, there's 2 and 3. We have 3 plus badges that are going for the triple payouts. Big BZ is all in. Pot Bomber rejams, giving Big BZ some protection. Ace Jack versus King 7. You can see the equity 36 to 63, but Ace Jack pulling ahead to 78% here on this turn. 3 changes nothing. 100% for Pot Bomber, who will eliminate Big BZ. And again, we want that plus badge. Let's go, Pot Bomber. Plus badges get the super root here. And GG Big BZ. It was very nice playing with you and you did phenomenal. So close. Next time. Labiette all in here from under the gun for his last 1.6 bigs. Nine, 10 versus the ace 8. Jack 7 deuce. Now Labiette doesn't want the 8. Instead it's the 9. So now, interesting the turn of events here, but it is going to be the 9-10 who takes it, eliminating Labiette. Hop over here. Oh, Snowgar is going to jam it. We also have another all in and a call here. The shorty is going to double though. See if anybody wants to play back at Snowgar. He has most of the table covered. Really needs to get through Pot Bomber and Benedict. It was not safe for work. That was really good. He just flopped a set of, and there was no 7 deuce on either. Look at the 6-9 here. King Queen loses because it's trash. It's trash. Nice hand, Snowgar. Nice hand. Let's go. Let's go. All right, J-Man Chan off of 789K. 78 starting stacks? That's insane. Ace 8 versus the King 6. So they do outflop with the 6 here, but with, oh no, I'm sorry, the 8. Ace 8 looking really good with the diamond redraw as well. Yeah, 7 on the turn is a Brick City, so it's going to be the Ace 8 to eliminate Loopy. Hey, I usually don't bust so soon. That was very abnormal for me. I usually go really deep and like almost win these things. Yeah, it was really unlucky for me. I made trips and I blocked the straight with the 10 having Jack 10 and he just still had the straight with King 10. That's my bad beat story of the day. J-Man leading here on this turn, the Queen of Spades for 1 big. Gets called by the Ace 10, or Ace 10 was all in and at risk. Queen 3 is going to hold. That's a plus badge. We want the plus badges. Let's go. Let's go. J-Man Choi. Yeah, Zan, the prize. Let's go over it right now because we're getting really down to it. So here's the prizes. First place is a 200 Amazon gift card. However, if they have the plus badge like this, the red plus badge, they get triple payout. So instead of 200, it's $600 Amazon gift card. Same thing for second or third. Second is 75, third 25, but plus members get that triple payout. So that's why I said next time when we do these, just make sure you get your plus badges in before the start of the tournament, and we do have a week free of that. And then it's $5.99 a month. Ace Queen versus Pocket Eights. Vadim all in and at risk, looking good going to the turn. 2 pair 5s and 8s. And he will make a full house on the river to eliminate, or I'm sorry, to double through Benedict. Very nice, very nice. So worth it. There's also like tons of perks. You get late reg, custom emotes, you get the strategy stuff as well. All right, Benedict all in. Kings versus 6s here for Tharami. King's still looking good here to double. Going to a river, it's going to need to be a 6 and only a 6. It is not. So Tharami will double through Benedict. Benedict looking very short now. Thank you so much for hanging out, Jacob. See everybody next time. Snow Gear jams it. 5 bigs. Let's see if he's going to get this one through. Imagine this would get through at a fairly high frequency. Tharami's going to have to be pretty strong to call off most of his stack here. Even though we are very shallow, everybody is super shallow. He does make the call with the worst hand in poker, king, queen, at least it's suited, versus the ace, queen. Ace, queen looking really good to double here. Oh, it would be so dirty if he, no, they didn't do it. All right, the ace, queen is gonna win. We gotta give you a, and Tharami still in. Nice hand, Snowguard. Had no doubt that the king queen, at least on my stream, king queen's not going to win. It's the nut low hand. Tharami puts it in now with ace 5 versus the king jack. He's got the best of it this time. Let's see if he can hold. Looking good on the flop here. No club for anyone. A queen is going to be the only card to do it here for Pot Bomber. And instead it is the jack on the river, and Tharami will double. Not the way we wanted it though. Pot Bomber always rooting for the plus badges. Benedict forced all in the big here, so we may have an elimination, and we're getting really close to our final table, guys. And because the payouts are all top heavy, ICM not really coming into play until like the very, very end here. You really have to go for it to get there. Vadim jams here. Pot Bomber considering it. If Pot Bomber gets in here, we have got, Pot Bomber's got it. After this hand though, he will be in the big blind, so he has a lot of free cards. Ace 5, queen jack, pocket nines. We're looking for an ace or a 3. We need to see an ace or a 3 here for Pot Bomber. Instead, it's the 10, and the pocket nines are going to hold for Vadim. And Pot Bomber very, very short now. And we do say goodbye to Benedict. GG, Benedict. GG. You went super deep. You busted in like, how many we have left? 11th. 11 left. So you busted in 12th. We are 1 off from our unofficial final table. 10-9 versus the king 6 of spades. It is going to be the 10-9 that's going to eliminate Carson to get us to our final table. And that was a PokerNow Plus badge. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We still have a plus badge in with chips. Is he chip leading? Do we have a plus badge chip leading for this? This may be the first time we have gone to a final table with a plus badge actually chip leading going into FT. Let's go, guys. Big up top. We may actually see the triple payout this time. Two PokerNow Plus badges still in play. J-Man Choi leading here. We have 2 all-ins and a call. J-Man could triple a limb here if he decides to go for it. He does make the call. All 8s on this flop. King now on the turn. Two side pot is, no one's betting into this dry side pot here. Jack-Ra checks again on the 3 river. J-Man now puts him in. I would be surprised to see a call here. No, it is a fold here. And somehow J-Man chops with our other plus badge with the ace high versus the queen jack. So they're going to chop it up, and we do have our first final table elimination. GG, well played. And congrats again to our plus badge there for continuing to chip up. That's what we want to see. We have Pot Bomber all in here for 0.6 bigs. We're definitely rooting for Pot Bomber here. Madden rejamming. Three, 4 versus ace king versus ace 3. Looking for a deuce. Put a deuce. Deuce or a 3. Come on. Nobody has a diamond. Deuce or a 3 one time. All right, with that one, we say goodbye to Pot Bomber, our other plus badge, and O'Day with the 4. We actually had double elimination. GG, and very well played, Pot Bomber, making FT, finishing in 9th. And then we also had our 8th place elimination. With that, we're down to 7. Remember, top 3 getting paid. Yep, down to 1 plus member who actually has a lot of chips, so that's good. That's what we want to see. Then there were 7. Sethy in the chat. Love to see it. What's up, Christian Call? Wants to know if you play with Wolfgang. I don't know where Sethy lives, but I played with Wolfgang quite a bit. I think he's down. He may still be down in Houston now, but he plays a ton in Dallas. We've played it quite a bit. Sethy, where are you located? Are you in the Dallas area? GG Joey. Jebediah jamming it in here with the eggplant. We have the PokerNow Plus makes the call. Jacks versus the Ace-4. Come on, Jacks, hold one time. This for whatever reason I'm feeling scared, but we got to hold here. We got to believe. It just turns a 3-4. You know how when you just kind of feel it? That was dirty. Let's get the sage going. Sage out of this place. All right, we can take that hit, G-Man. We can take that hit and keep going. We're still crushing. Still chip leading. It's just a flesh wound. Flesh wound. Sometimes you just feel it coming. You know, I didn't know they were going to do it the dirty way with a 3rd-4, but I had a bad feeling. Jacks again. Jacks for Vadim now. O'Day has the pocket 6s. Queen 5 for Tharami. Vadim well ahead here. 88% going to a river. It is a trip Jacks. And with that, he makes a full house. And we are going to see the elimination of Tharami. GG. Well played, Tharami. Congratulations on a 7th place finish. And then there were 6. You think I cursed him by having the feeling? I think I just already psychically knew and was just trying to prepare us all for what was inevitably going to happen. Jebediah putting it in. Jakra makes the call. 9-7 versus Ace-7, looking really good, but the 9 does hit. Is there justice in the world for Jakra here? Can he make 6 to chop or an ace? No. Instead, Jakra's eliminated in 6th place. He was so well ahead there, going to a flop. And with that, Jebediah now takes the lead, chip lead here, with only 5 players remaining. And congratulations again, GG. Well played, well played. Getting close to our money bubble here. Now is when ICM really is going to start taking into effect. So Vadim, our short stack, and the big blind. O'Day is going to raise to 2 bigs. Vadim lets it go. He has the least ICM on him as the resident short stack, but I think it's fine there. If he's got a bad hand, he's going to just need to try to find a better spot. But with blinds being, it's kind of rough. You may need to just go with any 2 there. It's strange with ICM because what you're hoping is if you can get through here, then one of these other hands is going to clash over the next few hands, and that you'll be able to sneak in to the money there. But we actually are still 5-handed, and we need to make it down to 3. So I don't think he can really wait much. He does put it in the very next hand here in the small blind. see how that works out for him. He is going to win here and stays alive, but also JJ Man takes a side pot also. Good, which is what we want to see. The plus badge still in. Third in chips now. O'Day and Jebediah have pulled out ahead, so he's third in chips. This is really anyone's game, though. Everyone's super shallow. One double up, and anyone is basically chip leader. 6-8 versus the King 7. The King 7 is good here. Sethy Poker saying, poker now with friends was how I built my bankroll playing during the pandemic, I think he said. It's such a fun place to play, especially when you can just put cams and audio on right there inlaid. We do sometimes run these cash games where we will have, like, what we've done is we'll have tables marked with pink hearts, and I'll be multi-tabling with my cams on at all the tables, and everybody can come in. And then what we do is we do a player win. It's like a cash game. We'll do a 3-hour window, and whoever wins the most over those 3 hours, they get the prize. So instead of being a tournament format, it's like a cash game format, and whoever can accumulate the most over that window wins the prize. So we should consider doing something like that with Sethy as well. I think we would have a ton of tables. King 10 versus Ace Queen here. King 10 is going to take the lead and is going to win Vadim. We have another knockout GG. Very well played. Staying in fifth here, and we are on our money bubble. Next person will go home with nothing, and the other 3 will be in the money. Joey McBride says, Sethy, you're the GOAT. Love the vids. Sethy said, no, you are, Joey. Thank you. We are on the bubble. It's true. Sethy's the GOAT. We all know his videos are hilarious. I'm curious, Sethy, when did you start making content? Because it was just like, I don't remember seeing you, and then it was everywhere, and they were all so funny. And I'm so curious your process for making creative content, how you come up with all your ideas, and really good stuff. Okay, O'Day jams here, and Jebediah has not folded, really considering it. I have a poker group who plays every single day, full table. They're losing 100 to 200 per night, and they still come back because it's so fun. Gets it through. Jebediah does make the fold. Now, G-Man limping here. Jebediah puts him in. We really need this to go G-Man's way. He does make the call. Queen 10 versus Ace 10. We need to find a queen or some diamonds here. That's king of diamonds. Diamond, that's a start. That's a start. Oh, chihuahua. Jebediah is going to double there, but choice still in. All in this hand. We need to find the win here. Need to find the win. This is the money bubble. This could be it. O'Day makes the call. 7-5 versus 10-Jack. He is actually overcoded as well, unfortunately. But outflops with the 5. Can we hold? This would be a hell of a hold. No! Dang it. Does not hold. And instead our PokerNow Plus badge is the freaking bubble boy. Oh, congratulations, J-Man, though. And congratulations to all of our winners here. Congratulations, you guys are in the money, guaranteed. Let's see what it is again. Is it 50 for third, 25 for third, 75 for second, 200 for first? Who's going to get it? Right now, Jebediah well ahead. Letting these two go at it. King 9-4 rainbow. King 10 pulls ahead of the ace queen. Ace Queen was at risk. And with that, we're going to have another elimination. And O'Day is going to eliminate Vadim in third. Congratulations, Vadim. You are a winner of a gift card. Congrats. Well played. Very, very well played. Definitely deserve an air horn for that one. Jebediah versus O'Day. Anyone's game here. Stacks are not that unevenly matched. O'Day jams it to Jebediah. Makes the call. This could be it right here. Jack 10 versus pocket sixes. 2 clubs on board. Now any club, any jack, any 10, and it's all over. Instead, it's the ace of diamonds on the river, and O'Day doubles through Jebediah. And we're on to the next hand. Now it's a 3-1 chip advantage here, 2-1 chip advantage. Jebediah jamming it in. Makes the call. O'Day makes the call. 10-4 versus the ace queen. All right, well, this one could be pretty easily over here. Yeah, dead on the turn. And Jebediah is now just going to flop right back the stack sizes. All right, very even here. Who's going to take it? Ace 6-6, limped pot. Yeah, he started out strong and looked like Jebediah may go down in flames, but he has continued to fight and may actually take down the first Sethy Poker Showdown. Who's going to have the title? Ace 9 versus Ace 8. Ace 8 at risk. So all O'Day has to do here is hold. Oh, is it a chop? Chop it up, guys. Chop it up. Power of the aces, ace 4, king, queen. Chop it up. Everyone loves a chop pot. Let's see, what does this timpani roll? Jebediah does jam, gets it through. Gonna chip away here at O'Day's lead. O'Day limping, Jebediah jamming. Again, chipping away more at his lead. And with that 2 jams in a row, Jebediah actually taking the lead away from O'Day. Even, Steven. I'm betting on Jebediah here. I think Jebediah and his eggplant are going to be the first winner of the Sethy Showdown. Jebediah jams into O'Day. O'Day makes the call. 8-9 versus pocket 8s. Oi. O'Day is the one at risk, but well ahead. Just needs to dodge a 9 here. Does it. Doubles. Now Jebediah very short. I thought Jebediah's aggression was going to lead him to victory, but instead he just runs into it with O'Day, and now very short. This hand is going to decide it right here. O'Day with ace jack. 9 deuce for Jebediah. Outflops him with the 9. Deuce on the turn. Jebediah looking to double. Does double. Nice dub, Jeb. Nice dub. Poker Mama. Curbs, I'm not jinxing anybody. What are you talking about? Stop that. I would never put the mush on. King 10 versus Queen 4. Jebediah looking good here. All right. Jebs is coming back. Never a doubt. Look at that. 5.7 bigs. Blinds are about to go up, guys. Blinds are going up in 10 seconds. This is going to get crazy. Yeah, quick call. 7-8 versus the Jack 9. Ay. Jebediah flopping top 2 pair. O'Day needs to hit a 10 or he will double up Jebediah. Look, never a doubt. Let's go, Jebs. Let's go, Jebs. Actually, I love you, O'Day. I have nothing against you. I would like either one of you to win. I just think Jebediah has some good aggression. And he also is using, what are those emotes or fun little deuce 4 versus the ace 10. O'Day all in and at risk. He does double. This is going to be the battle of the double. Doubling up here, but Jebediah is still ahead. Yeah, he has an eggplant. It's purple and green, 2 colors that I find I like those colors. And Jack 7 versus 7-8 here. Can he do it this time? No, it's the 7-8 for O'Day. It's the 7-8. It was going to need to be a Jack or a Jack only on the river. Instead, it's not. We are just trading chips here, guys. And Jebediah now, O'Day now the chip leader having Jeb covered. This is going to just come down to who runs hot here at the very end, because this is literally just going to be a shove fest at this point. It's never going to end. It's never going to end. They're just going to go back and forth like this into infinity. We're going to see how small numbers can get. All in a call. King 5 versus Jack 6. Jebediah is at risk. 6 on the flop. Gonna need 5 on the turn. Gonna need to hit a 5 or a king here. Instead, it's 2 pair for Jebediah, who will double through O'Day. And now O'Day off of only 1.46 bigs, some of which is going in the middle. All right, only a half a big back. This could be it, guys. This could be the ace queen. Ace queen versus ace 10. 7 deuce 3, ace queen looking good. Ace on the turn. O'Day will double. It's the match that never ends. It just goes on and on. All right. Pretty even again. Jeb's still ahead. Jebediah actually folds. I wonder what that hand must have been. That had to be really bad. Jeb to fold there. O'Day jamming into Jeb. Jeb makes the call. 6. Ooh, O'Day may have it here. This is looking like all she wrote. Flops open-ended. Turns the straight. I have no words. I have no words. I don't know what that was, but Jeb's looking good here to finish it right here. Never a doubt. Jeb's was always gonna win. There is no curse. There is no curse. I said Jeb's was gonna win, and Jeb's is gonna win. O'Day. Congratulations, Jebediah. Congratulations to all of our winners and everybody who came out to play tonight. Appreciate you guys so much coming to play, and that was so fun having Sethy, our first Sethy Showdown. Thank you so much. And Jebediah is our Sethy Showdown champion, the winner of a $200 Amazon gift card. I appreciate everyone. If you guys would just smash that like and subscribe button, it really helps our channel as we're trying to grow. And I think we're going to see you guys back here next week. We may have something a little extra special. We may be able to combine and Sethy and I actually chat and talk while we play. So make sure you guys are tuned in to all of our socials and following for that. And thank you so much, Sethy. We really appreciate you hosting us tonight. It was a hell of a good time. And until next week, we'll see you guys later.